Hey, how y'all doing out there? Today we gonna go live. Today we gonna drag Asuelu's sister and his mom and his side of his mother's family. I watched it. If y'all watched it last night, and what I watched last night was I seen them literally diminish this man's character because he did not want to give the mother $1,000. That doesn't even make any sense to me. And I'm just gonna cover a few topics and a few questions that I want to hear from y'all. What y'all got to say? I want to talk about why do foreigners think America is loaded with money? Why did Asuelu's mother want every last dime, regardless if the kids are gonna eat or not? His family acts like Asuelu is hiding the money when he literally has none. Asuelu's sister thinks Kalani is controlling him, telling him not to send money to Samoa. Asuelu's relationship with his family is surely based on money. Why is that? To me, honestly, I don't like the fact that they cannot reconcile with her son. Instead of she want to just use him for money, like he's a lottery ticket or something. The man don't have no money like that. He just got from Samoa. He had two kids. Why are y'all rushing to give this man pockets? I don't get it. The mom want money. He's bringing gifts. He's bringing food. He's bringing stuff to the house to help out and to eat to feed the kids and getting them chips and got y'all some Hawaiian blankets. Some Samoan blankets. Why y'all getting mad at him still wanting $1,000? And his sister, the one with the big head with the box looking cheeks. I can't stand her. I ain't gonna lie to you. The way she just look irritate me. She like, did you see how she barely didn't even want to give her own brother a hug? I look at Asuelu a little bit different now. Like I kind of got a little bit more respect for Asuelu because he going through a lot. First, Kalani, her dad Lowe was about to beat him up. He didn't know how to handle a relationship with a woman he having kids with. He about to get drilled in. He didn't know if he should get a job or not, so he got up, got a job. He fixed that. Now he going to see his mom. All he wanted to do is see his family. He couldn't go to Samoa to see his family because of the measles epidemic. He couldn't go to Samoa, so now he go to Washington to go see his mama. And the first thing they say is, on the phone, can you get us $1,000? $1,000? Do you know how much $1,000? $1,000 is somebody's rent. That's somebody's literally monthly rent. That's paying rent. Ain't nobody got time to be. It's 2020. Ain't nobody coming out the pocket $1,000 strong and giving you 1,000. I don't care if you my mama. I don't even care if you came from Timbuktu, out of the mountain. If you was born out of the grass area, I don't care. I don't care if you was a myth. I'm not giving you $1,000. Swelu did right, and he stood by what he stood by. Don't give them that money. I'm proud of him for not giving that money. But you know what? The fact of it is that they trying to use him like he is a meal ticket, like he the meal out of another country. They muling him. Come on, you bring this money to us. Don't Swelu, when you come here and talk to me, I just want to hear hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. You don't even want to hear how I'm doing, how my kids doing. You know how my wife doing. Let me meet your wife. Let me introduce me to your wife. Let me understand what she got to say. How y'all relationship is. Are you getting counseling? Are you getting help for what's going on at home? What? Why parents? Why is his parents not doing that? Why do people think that literally Americans have all this money over here in America like we just balling, like we rich? It's people over here sleeping on the ground in America. If you don't understand, it's plenty of places in America that's homeless. Ain't nobody got no money, ain't nobody got no money like that. And the people who do got money, they ain't going out spending their money on stupid stuff. Most people ain't, at least that I know. But some people they faking like they got it. Over here. See, in America, we got this thing called act like you got it. You know what I'm saying? Stunt like you got it, whatever they call it. So people out here buying Gucci, the Fendi, and all that, they probably buying that from a thrift market. You know what I'm saying? And what looks like it's a lot may not be a lot. You know what I'm saying? A old man once told me that you can make a little bit of something look like a lot. You see what I'm saying? And that's what people do over here in America. y'all gotta quit watching us on TV if y'all in other countries and thinking that's the way that we live over here. Cause I ain't rich. I know for sure if I ain't rich and Asuelu ain't rich. Because I've been working and I ain't rich. I ain't got all the money in the world. I can't give you no that. I can't give you $5. I can't give you $20. You know, I can give you $5 to $10 to help you out. You know what I'm saying? That's about it. You need a lamp or something, you got to really hit me up. But I ain't going to give everybody $5 to $10. Now, I ain't no cash machine. You know what I'm saying? I ain't no ATM. This ain't Bank of America over here. They acting like Asuelu, Bank of America. The ching ching, like you. If you look at him, he wearing sweats. The man has sweats with some old man shoes on. He don't have no money. His money going to them babies. He got 2 kids, a little boy and another little boy. His wife Kalani don't even work. Where's her? She depending on Asuelu. I don't even know how that's working, but it's working. You see, it's working. I don't know how, but it's working. But his family literally love him, not him, but they love the money, and he ain't got the money. They act like he just hiding his money somewhere in a mysterious treasure or something on the island that they got to go find, like Dora the Explorer or something. The man is broke. He don't got no money. He ain't. Literally, in the sense saying broke, because most Americans, when you say, to me, honestly, if you ain't got over 100,000, 50,000, or 20,000 set up in your bank, you're broke. It's just accepted. You're broke. That period. It's people out there that got. I'm just gonna bring up some callers and see what they got to say about that. I got my girl Carl in the background and Mama Mo back here. Let's bring up some callers, y'all. What y'all thinking about this? Cause
go in, Carla. Go in.
Hold on, give me 1 second. Y'all know. I'm tired of Asuelu's sister. My thing is, mother, it's 4 children. You have 4 children. 4. Why are you so persistent on Asuelu giving you some money? And then the sister gonna have the audacity talk about some. It's none of your business where I work. It's none of your business. It's none of my. Why can't you give your mother $1,000? Why you can't give your mama no money? What about Tammy over there sign language? No disrespect, but baby girl, pipe down because you can't even say nothing anyway. So shut up. Like how do
she knew money though. She knew money. She knew when they said money. She knew that. She was like, no.
Yeah, I'm so, like, that is so disrespectful. Like, that really hurt his feelings because he really want nothing but a family. Like, I've really been sitting here and analyzing Asuelu, and he really just wants somebody to love him. He wants family. And because his mother just wants that monetary value from him, he doesn't feel it. So now his feelings is hurt. He really seen what Kalani was talking about for himself. You know, and it wasn't just Kalani, just, complaining to him, and Kalani really made a valid point in the store. She was like, well, how about I give your mom $1,000 and then we give my dad $1,000, and then just see how, God's going to make a way for us to be $2,000 in debt.
The daddy should have been there at the lunch. Her daddy should have been right there. How that would have went.
Exactly.
Kissing your mama in the mouth. Ugh.
Right. And like put Asuelu out there. Like your son hasn't been the best of a father out here while y'all over here thinking that he just got it like that, because it's really coming out of low pocket.
But they ain't even worried about that. They want Kalani family money because they was like, you just give me your money. Her family.
Kalani's parents can pay for it.
Down for everybody.
To take care of it.
So and then go send it to the church.
To the car lot.
Yeah.
Ain't that about nothing?
You gotta see the sneak peek, not to get no spoilers, but you gotta see the sneak peek on TLC's app to see how he went off next week.
I already watched.
I ain't watched it yet. I ain't watched it yet.
But D Brooklyn, what you thinking? What you thinking about Asuelu mama trying to bribe him for?
First of all, y'all right, Carla and Mama Momo, or I'm sorry, Mama Mo.
You good?
That's that stuttering thing. But whatever. Let me put this thing out. Low holding it down for everybody. He's doing everything. He's got to be the father. He's got to be the grandfather. He's got to be the landlord. He's got to do everything and nobody's doing a damn thing for themselves. Nobody.
Mm-hmm. So you telling me?
And Kalani had every right to ask because it's her money. It's her family's money.
D, how you know that Low? I want to know how you know that Low got the bag like that he holding it down.
Because it's his house.
We don't know.
No, that's Kalani and Asuelu house. Low and the mom moved in during COVID because they had to it was too much going on, so they all moved in together so they could be together.
Okay,
good thing.
No, I knew that they moved in. I thought they had a second house and they just gave it to.
No. That's Kalani and Asuelu house.
Well, you went in talking about Low was the breadwinner. Low ain't trying to pay nobody nothing. He want to pay with some hands. He talking about some.
That's what he want to do because in the Samoan tradition, that is what they do. They do not talk. They do not speak. Their action is behind.
They just fight.
They fight.
I honestly think. What y'all think about this? Tell me if I'm correct or if I'm tripping. I think the reason why Low was trying to go easy and gave Asuelu so many chances because thank you for that super chat, Debbie, because he seen that he knew something wasn't right with this boy family. You know what I'm saying? So he was trying to give him a chance. He didn't want to bust him upside his head because he knew. Low probably is a smart man, probably thinking he's Samoan himself. So he know how his culture is. He kept saying, I know how my people are. I know how they are. Mm-hmm. He probably already knew how his mama was. They want that money. You know what I'm saying? So he was like, nah, let me let Kalani see how his side of his family is. And she gonna see what he really going through. Cause Low's already knowing about it. Like, people, my family in Samoa asked me for money. He's probably already in his head saying that. What do y'all think about that?
He immature too. I saw a little immature because he just gets up and walk out, go play video game. He do what he want to do. He don't even try. But at the same time, he's young. He's 24.
He's only 24. Exactly.
Yeah. If he's not used to that kind of lifestyle over in Samoa, he's used to doing what he want to do. Go work, however that is. Bring the money back.
Volleyball.
Yeah, that's all he want to do. Have fun. He don't want to take on the responsibility of kids and a wife.
Yeah, I'm not going to put age on thing. Everybody grow up their own.
Yeah, I had my son at 19. So
she should be able to
work.
It
was a little bit different for me, but yeah, men, I think it's a little bit different.
But does the mother live here too, or she just go back and forth?
She lives in Washington. But she has a green card. So my thing is, did she live in the Samoan island and move to American Samoa?
But if you notice, she said she wanted to send money to the church and back to Samoa. She didn't say nothing about keeping it to help her or the sisters or nothing. She wants to send it back.
I think that was a lie. I think the mama was lying about sending money to the church. You seen all them? Did y'all see all them kids in that house?
TLC probably put that together. I think that probably was for I will give that.
In the house, though. Did you see all the kids in the house?
I think I saw it for the sneak peek for next week. Yeah, I saw all them kids.
It was like 6, 7 kids in that house. One of them was mixed. One of them had black and Samoan in them. I said, yeah, they doing the thing up in here. You think that she really want that $1,000 for a church in Samoa? She want that $1,000 for that home.
That sister need to work.
A lot of time.
She got so much mouth.
So much mouth. Girl, you can put that mouth to work.
Kalani took it easy on them. I wouldn't have been so nice. I would have told both of them.
Tell me something real quick. I want to really know y'all answer right now. I'm glad I got y'all up here. I'm going to bring some other people after y'all answer this one. Why do people in other countries think America got so much, like, just because we Americans, that we got all this money?
Because we are extremely advanced. We are more advanced than a lot of these countries. So we have more resources than a lot of countries. So a lot of things that's hard for people to get, we can get at the snap of a finger. So they come out here with intentions like, oh, I'm going to be on the same hype the Americans on. I'm going to go out here and get this at the snap of a finger. And it don't work like that.
Because we in the same boat. we don't get it by the snap. Things don't happen overnight here in America. You know what I'm saying? What you got about that? What y'all think about that, Mama Mo? What's up? What you thinking?
What?
about what I just said. Why people think
I agree with Carla. They think it's just an easier ride over here. They can come over here and just get it like that, but it's not. It's not like
not
that.
at all. It's not at all.
You gotta work. You can't, just like we were talking about the other day with Andre. You can't sit home. You got to work.
Yeah, you got to bring that money.
Granted, daycare could be something, but if you got a family member that's willing to watch a child, and you carry your hind parts to work. That's just how it is. Because he did handyman job. What happened
with
to that?
no fee either? She didn't say nothing about no pay. Just I'm gonna watch my grandkid. What? I would have hood up.
But then if you think about it, Paul mama said the same thing. Kalani and the baby could come here. I'll watch the baby anytime. You need to get a job.
Yeah, she sure did. She said Karini and the baby could come live here, but you cannot come in my house.
Yeah.
She sure did say that.
You gotta work. You gotta be independent. You gotta be able to hold your own stuff down. You can't hold a family down if you can't hold yourself down.
That's real. I'm gonna drop y'all. I'm gonna bring up 3 more callers, y'all. I'm gonna drop you. Brooklyn, you had something to say before I drop you?
Yeah, this is gonna be like 1-2 sentences. That's it.
Go ahead, do your thing.
You have Americans looking at these foreign countries in the opposite end of the spectrum. Mm-hmm. They show Ethiopia, the poor parts, and the same thing. And these foreigners, or these people in these other countries, they perceive America as being this untouchable, undeniably great country, when the harsh reality of it, there's homeless people in this country. There are people in real struggle all over this country, and that's that. And it's the same thing with like Ethiopia and all. Sean Biniam's house that he showed or whatever. It's not Ethiopia. Addis Ababa is the capital of Ethiopia. It's a city. Okay. You can drop us. That's all.
All right, I'm gonna bring y'all back up. Y'all just stay put for me. I'm gonna get right back with y'all. All right, I'm gonna see y'all in a minute. All right, I got JJ, Aries, and Queen. I'm going in order, y'all. I'm going in order. I'm putting everybody up in order. What's up? What's up? What y'all thinking about this conversation?
Hey, everyone.
Hello.
What's up, JJ? What's up, Queen? What's up, lovely Aries?
What's up, Gio?
Who wants to go first?
Not everybody at the same time. I want to let the ladies go first.
Okay, I'll start. I don't agree with what I'm seeing, but to a certain extent, I understand it. Now, I get why, like D. Brooklyn was saying and Carla was saying, there's this vision out there. We get it here too in the UK. Like my family, main parts of my family come from Jamaica. What they see on the TV is England, is London, is Queen and Country. They see all the great aspects through the tourism, but they don't realize. And when I've gone over there, I've had to have conversations with people and say, do you know what we pay for? Do you know we have to pay TV license and this, that, and the other? It's not as simple as you guys think, but there is this kind of, I don't want to call it brainwashing, but that's how you're brought up. You're brought up to give back to your community. You're brought up with the knowledge that they don't have as much. So it's our responsibility, those that have more money or in better positions, to be able to give back in different ways. Now, with our community, the giving back works in different ways. It can be through our education, voluntary work, how those kind of things. But then with the family in the Caribbean, there is this there used to be, I've straightened things out for myself with certain people. There used to be this expectation that, you know, when we come, we'd bring suitcases with stuff, we'd bring money, we'd bring all kinds of things for people. We are not in that position anymore to be able to do that. And through family coming over, sometimes they've been able to see that we live just like everybody else. And I've had to explain to family members that our grandparents made bad decisions. That's not my mom's fault. You guys are lucky, you know, that she's doing half of the stuff that she does for the family. She doesn't have to do it. Anybody else want to jump in? I don't want to take over.
I was having this conversation with my daughter earlier today after I watched last night's episode. And I think that you're absolutely right, Queen, to explain to your family, you know, overseas, the reality of what we deal with here in America, because I think that they see us on television, they see us in the movies, and they think that we're all wealthy and they think that everything is glamorous.
Yes.
And you have people like Asuelu's mother, like when she said she wanted to send the money back to Samoa for the church. So basically, you want to try to put on this front like you're doing so well in America that you just have it like that, where you can just send back $1,000 like it's nothing. And that's not the reality. When so many people here, we're one paycheck away from poverty. We lose our jobs and we can be months away from homelessness. It's not a joke over here. And my biggest issue with Asuelu's mother is you've been here in the States longer than he has been. So why aren't you extending a helping hand to your son to help him to get assimilated and to help him to get his little family on their feet while you so busy trying to dig in his pockets? It's like the whole situation just irritated me to no end.
Yeah. I just want to jump off something that lovely Aries said, and in regards to this church thing. Now, there is two ways with this situation, because I've seen it with my family in the Caribbean. There are some churches where it's like, if you, the teaching, I think she's scamming personally, but there are teachings within certain churches that you have to give, that if you basically got to, like, in a sense, to break it down, buy your way into heaven. So there's that mentality in the brainwashing that, you know, if you want to be accepted into heaven and had God's favor, you've got to be able to give back. So although, like I said, I don't agree with it, but I understand it. JJ?
Yeah, so totally agree with what the lady said. I do want to say that I feel like a lot of it is driven by like movies and things like that. Because I personally had cousins that came from overseas. They were raised all their life in a different country. Once they came here, they had this idea of what people were like. Like, for example, I had cousins who said, oh, I thought most black people were like black people I saw in the movies. Because that's a stereotype that they get. Yeah. Most black people they see, like in the DR, Haitians. So every black person they saw, they thought they were Haitian for some reason. So like... like they're, I guess, a product of their environment. And I guess that's a big thing in Samoa, to support your family members. Nothing wrong with that. However, I feel like as a mother, you kind of have to step back a little bit and say, my son needs to support his children first. I'll be happier if he's able to support his children. And then whatever he could give me to help, let's say, if there's a need to help the church. My grandmother helps out the church that she is from, like the one she was raised in and participated in all her life, but she gives what she can. So to me, I think her role as a mother is to step back. And I think this is something that's universal. I think it transcends all cultures. I feel like sometimes we use culture as an excuse for poor behavior. And honestly, yeah, those are my 2 cents. I finished watching the episode and I was at a loss of words. I didn't know what to think or say. And I kind of felt a little bit of pity for the guy. I'm like, here he is trying to step up, and his mom is like, nah, I can't have your $100. It's like giving her $1 or something. Hold on, I'm sorry.
If somebody came knocking on my door right now and put $100 in my hand, thank you. I'm definitely not gonna look a gift horse in the mouth and be like, what is this? This isn't enough. Like, oh, the entire situation just had my blood boiling.
Right.
I just want to share 2 quick stories. One time I went out to Jamaica to go and spend some time with some family, and we'd gone to church that night, and the preacher was running around and he was saying about basically like, if you've got 100 Jamaican dollars, put it in the circle. If you've got 1,000 Jamaican dollars, put it in the circle. The more money you put in the circle, the more blessing you get. That night, I didn't have much money on me. I do give, but I give what I have to give. So it basically came to my attention that he was pinpointing the comments that he was making, those of us that was English in the church. So every time you was going to the, if you've got 1,000 English, if you got 1,000 Jamaican, put it in the circle. If you got 1,000 Jamaican, put it in the circle. So he was next to me and my cousin, and I'm looking at him, and then I had to turn around and say to him, listen, I ain't got 1,000 Jamaican on me. If I've got it to give, I will give it to you. And he turned around and says, well, you English people have money. You come from this land which produces a lot. I said to him, you don't know my personal circumstances. You don't know what goes on in my home. So the other story is, like, my mom's sisters and brothers, she's tried to bring them over here over the years when she can. We get backlash for it because other people want to come. Some people are not allowed. Like I've said, we can't be blamed for what our grandparents did. Anyway, when my uncle and my aunt came over, they were shocked to see how we live and that the lifestyle that they get shown, because people have to remember TV is slightly different out there. Not all the islands get every channel that everybody else gets. They get a lot of the dud channels that just show the crap gangster movies and certain things. So anyway, we took them to where I was born, which is in the ghetto in a part of England. And my uncle was completely shocked. My aunt was completely shocked. And by the end of the trip, they were like, wow, you guys are basically like us. You just look like you live a little bit different. So that was a great experience and learning for them. But I get backlash in my inbox from family all the time. Cascade, you're doing this. Cascade, you're doing that. You've got money. Help me with this. Help me with that. And I'm constantly having to say to people, you don't know my circumstances. If I've got it to give, I will give you. But you guys are going to have to get up on your own 2 feet like I do and go work.
Yeah, that's true. Hey, I like y'all opinions. I'm gonna bring y'all back. And some of y'all kind of let go of the seats back because I'm gonna let like new callers come in and stuff, because I got 3 other people that's waiting on right now. So I'm gonna drop y'all, and if y'all can, just leave out the studio. And then when I drop the link again, y'all can come back and get your final words, and I'm gonna rotate it in. We'll try to rotate and get a lot of more people in today.
No problem.
Okay. Right. Sounds good.
I see y'all in a minute. Peace and love.
All right.
All right, we got Blavia. What's up, Blavia? How you doing today? We got lady Ozma. I forgot how to say her name. Aja. How you say your name? You gonna be mad at me.
Sha.
Sha. Okay, yeah. Sha.
Hey, Gio. Hey, everybody. Hi, good night.
I thought it was funny. I liked it a lot. I think that with Asuelu, like, I see both parts. Like, I understand that his family is poor, and they probably, the money he can send will do very well for them. But I think that it's a bit hypocritical for his sisters who have been here longer to not sit here. And if you all want to give money, okay, say, hey, we'll give $1,000 in 2 months. We all gonna put 300 in that way. And then if they need more money, and we'll give them a budget, and maybe we'll pay for them to get pigs or whatever they need in the house. I just think that because it kind of had like that patriarchy viewpoint too, like, because he is the boy and his mother, I guess, is not married. I don't know if she is. He is supposed to take care of the family, and it's like, but what about all the other men in the family?
That's true. That's very true, though. Yeah, it's like they don't care. But Angie, what do you feel about this? What are you feeling?
I wanted to smack the sister, actually. I hate to feel that way, but it's just like, you saw the way she dished her hand, like, like give us that dollar, give us that dollar. I honestly think that it was the mom wants it for that family, for that household. I really don't think she wants to send it anywhere. I think they think everybody here in America is like making big bucks, even though they're in America right now. They, like, everybody has this idea when they see pictures on TV, it's like, oh, it's glamorous. Oh, they look at New York City, what are they looking at, all that glam? And they think we do have money. I even got family in Philly when I was growing up as a kid, and my dad just knew how to work money and how to, manage money, but they always thought that we were rich. It wasn't like that. My dad just knew how to manage money. He worked in the post office, But it's bad. But like I said, that I'm glad Asuelu finally stood up for his wife and kids and And his sister had the nerve, and she kind of ticked me off when she said the thing, well, you can give the money, let her family take care of, and you can still get a full-time job so you can take care of your little family. Like it means nothing. To me, when you get married, that becomes your immediate family. That's your family. That's your responsibility. You know what I'm saying? When you marry somebody, and yeah, you can help out when you can, but it's not all on him. And I guess, like she said, like the one sister said, you need to give, why don't you, you giving any money? And she's like, well, it's none of your business. Like everybody saw that. But like I said, that's when I really wanted to listen. But that's how I looked at it like that. It's just, everybody has that opinion that we here in America, we got buku bucks all the time. We not living, we working just like everybody else. I'm retired now, but yeah, I worked 33 years, but still, we working, people work. And they just have that perception that Americans is just like, a lot of people think Americans is lazy. Oh, you got it like that. That's just my take on it.
I'm glad to hear that, Miss Angie. I'm glad to hear that you said that, because a lot of people need to hear that. Lady, I got bad. Oh, shy. I got bad.
Yay, you got it.
I ain't good at names. I'm gonna tell you that right now. It took me a while. I was calling her Abalavi, Abacabi.
No,
I was saying all
no
that.
offense taken. It's all good.
But what you thinking? What's your take on this?
Okay, so I have a couple perspectives. Of course, I agree with everybody who has spoken before. And much like Queen, I come from originally a developing country and Caribbean culture in South America. And I personally have had the same experience. When I turned 19, that was 10 years ago, I was on my own for the first time, and I went back home without my family for the first time. And the amount of things that they asked me to bring on this trip. And I had went to 2 separate countries. It was like things that you wouldn't ask a 19-year-old to. It was like grown-ass people gifts. Like, can you bring laptops for the babies, portable DVDs for the baby? It was just ridiculous. And not only that, once I was there, it was like I was expected to pay for everybody. And you would have thought I was some big baller shot caller, or my parents were billionaires. And it was just like, that is the mentality. Even family, as much as you love them, when you're overseas, you only have the media to be dependent on to say, this is how people in America live their life. And unfortunately, what we have on TV is limited, and it just portrays the land of milk and honey. So it's like, oh, come over here, free ride. They don't show the racial inequalities. They don't show the drug epidemic. They don't show, the corruption in the politics like we have too. So it's very one-sided. They don't show the negative things. And then once you get over here, you get a huge shock. And also I wanted to say, as far as Kalani, I mean, it's very obvious that Kalani's parents are well-to-do. I think we've seen that. They have houses in 2 different places, and they allow Kalani not to work so that she can stay home with the kids. Not only that, not only are they supportive financially, but it seems they're supportive, very hands-on as grandparents. They are very open to, come over and babysit. A lot of us who, I don't have kids, but a lot of my sisters and stuff, they don't have that luxury. They have to pay child care and this and that, or pay a preschool. So I think that they make all this stuff up just to get to her family's money. Because I do believe maybe it's a cultural thing. That's fine. And another thing is, I think that they were under maybe it seems like Asuelu did not appropriately explain that he's working as a sample guy at a Costco, or it's like he's working per diem. He doesn't have a full-time job, because they seemed kind of surprised last night to hear that. Like, oh, well, I only have this amount and that amount. I feel like they thought he was just working a regular job. But as Lady Aries pointed out, it makes, she was saying that, oh, I lost my train of thought. She had made a point about something, as far as, that the mother being here for as many years, the whole point of people coming here and saving up so that they can sponsor people and bring them, so that so the other person has a little bit of easier a cushion to, get themselves together once they get over here. You get yourself settled, we'll save some money for you so that by the time you get, you come over here, you have a little easier way to go. And I feel like his mom and sister didn't even set him up for success. They have a green card. They were born citizens of the US by being born in Samoa Islands. So then what's their excuse? Why are they begging him for money?
But I found it weird that the mother was saying when he was in Samoa, he gave me the money. That seemed odd to me.
Yeah, because Kalani was funneling it, remember?
No, but this is before he met Kalani.
Really?
Yeah, he said that he would give money to his mother, and she said he would just give it to me. Now, so Kalani, he isn't giving me the money. So he was living in Samoa and giving her money while she lives in America.
Do you think because he had full residency in Samoa that he could work a full-time job and be skilled and get paid a little more than working as an ice cream sampler here at a, Rite Aid or whatever he's doing? Do you think that could be it?
I think he was making a little bit more money because from what I know, that's a big.
He's a dancer. Remember, he's a dance teacher. I posted it on my Instagram. He be doing that tribal,
like a cultural.
The tribal dance.
And he works at the resort. So
okay, so yeah, he probably was making full time and overtime and what have you.
But I want to ask a question for people who like have family members and stuff like that. Are you expected? Because I know with Michael, they were talking about his nieces coming over. Are you expected to bring your family members over to America?
It depends on your financial status and how far along you've come here. So if you're a young person who's been here 5 years, no, but let's say you have been here 30 years and you made a business plan and you own a bodega or you own a little some business, then yeah, that is the expectation that you would go back to the community and bring somebody over, or maybe even if it's just your parents, sponsor your parents, bring them over, because if that's the easiest way to go. At least that's last time we did it. You sponsor your family, and then everybody else has to kind of put together and save money for the next person to come over. I don't know if it's like that in the UK where Queen lives, but for us, that's how it is here.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, but I like y'all opinions. I'm gonna drop y'all, and I'm gonna bring up 2 callers that's brand new to the channel. I'll bring y'all right back. You know what I'm saying? Y'all just stay posted up, man. Everybody who back there, stay posted, because people playing with the you know what I'm saying, with calling in and then they call out. I ain't got time. You know what I'm saying? If you want to call in and say what you got to say, stay back when it's time for you to stay back, then I'll bring you up. But I have to let people voice their opinion on this conversation. What's up, Andrea?
Hi, I cannot believe I'm on this live.
Oh, no, you good. What's the woman name? Can you know how to say her name? Miss Niba?
It's Nabia. Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, okay. I'm so sorry. I'm bad at names. You hear me?
It's all right. No.
You're going to have to get used to that for a minute.
No, it's fine. I'm used to it. You're always pronouncing things wrong.
No, you don't try to come up here and clown me, though.
No, I'm only saying. I'm just saying.
All right, let's just we off topic right now. Let's go ahead and say, what do y'all think about Asuelu mama trying to get $1,000 out of him? What do y'all feel about that? Like, in this culture of us being Americans, that people think that we rich and we got money that grow on trees.
Go ahead, Andrea.
I think it's
Oh, she froze?
Yeah, I think she froze. You put on the spotlight too soon.
Sorry. I've been watching you for a while now, but I've never thought to call in, so I thought I'd join the conversation today.
Yeah, I mean, you get when I drop that link, it's like I have people back there. Like right now, it's filled up, so people are still trying to call in. But I
noticed it was full. Yeah, I didn't know how it really worked. But
okay, there we go. There you go, Andrea. She came back.
Sorry about that. My ghetto Wi-Fi. But I think that there's kind of two sides. Like, we have to understand as Americans, like, we may not understand the full cultural expectations of the Samoan culture. We may not understand, like, even their family traditions that they have. So I think the onus is all on Asuelu. Just like what I think Omsha said, it's all on him to really communicate to his family that he don't got it like that. He should have said that on the first time his mom asked him for $1,000. He should have said right then and there, like, hey, we want to help you. We want to give you, what we can, but we have a family to take care of. We have 2 little kids. We have, rent, mortgage to pay. We can't afford $1,000, but we can give you $250, and that's what it is. And when we get more, we'll be able to help you more. I think it's on him to really explain the situation to his mom and to his family, instead of just letting his mom run his wallet. I really don't understand that. I don't get it personally, but then again, I'm not Samoan. I'm not from that culture.
I mean, but a lot of other countries do that too, though. It's not just Samoa that does that. You got Hispanics that do that. You got Africans that do that.
Yep.
You get, people from Russia, certain parts of Russia, they do that too, and in Germany. It's like everywhere. I mean, even in America, some of these cultures in America, they do it too, because I'm from the South, and if I was to get something major like in the North, I know my family would be calling me, oh, you don't send me some money. I ain't got no money like that to send you. I got to take care of bills. I got to take care of myself first before I can take care of anybody. And I'm not rich. It'd be a big difference. Like, I got celebrities and family members. They ain't giving me no money. I don't even bother to ask them for it, because I don't know what their bills are like. I don't know what their current life situation is. So I don't bother to, put that stress up on nobody and put that stress on myself. It was so Miss. Man, I am.
Don't even try it. I'll just stop.
Nabia.
Yes.
Okay, there we go. I said it right.
You know what? I just finished watching the episode. Actually, I was catching up because obviously I'm in the UK, but I found it ridiculous. It's very familiar with me because obviously I'm from Somalia. My parents are from Somalia, and it's very similar like that. They really think like, I'll give you a quick joke. The cash points, the ATM, they think that's free money. Some people think that's just money that we can just go walk up to the wall and draw it out. Whereas it's money that you're earning. You know what I mean? That's been put in there. So they really think things just come easy the way we live in. They don't understand that really. Bills are driving people crazy in the Western world. Let's just be honest. In Africa, you haven't got that. You haven't got the postman at your door, dropping bills through your letterbox. You haven't got those stresses that we've got over here. But they see the things that, like, for example, if I go to Africa now, I have to worry about bringing money, not only for myself, but for other people, probably people that I don't even know. Will come knocking at the family house, if I go over there and they hear there's somebody over there from Europe or whatever, they'll come knocking and pretend like, or not even pretend, but they'll be like, oh, cousin or uncle, or there's some 3rd, 4th, 5th gone family member that you don't even know, but they expect you for a little handout. They expect something. So it's similar to his family, but the sister, what you said about the jawline, I can't take that sister. Her face alone is just irritating. Honestly.
Yeah, she got a jawline. I ain't gonna lie to you. I can't see that jawline. That's a man jawline.
That's a man jawline. And they all look similar. Have you seen the family? They all look the same.
It's the eyes and the nose. The eyes and the nose.
Yeah, it's weird.
Does he have other brothers?
I think he do got a brother in Samoa with the dad.
Okay.
I remember him saying something about him having a brother. I don't know. His family's pretty big. Thank you, Grandma, for that super chat. But yeah, I'm gonna bring up more people. I'm gonna drop y'all. You know what I'm saying? I like y'all opinion. Y'all very opinionated. So y'all come back on back. You know what I'm saying, whenever y'all ready to.
Thank you.
Let me bring up Queen Carla and B.
It's like a party over here right now.
So,
I'm a little loud.
Sorry, to answer Lady O's question. Okay, how it works with us is on the Nigerian side of the family, everybody kind of puts together. How it worked on our side of the family was it used to be that way, but then issues with other siblings, they weren't having any of it, so it became my mum's basically responsibility after my grandparents died. So my mum, my brothers, and I'm one of 5 siblings. So we all put in, like we've had funerals recently with this whole pandemic. So we've had to contribute, put together, and send money over.
That's sad. I ain't sending no money. I ain't gonna lie. I'm different from y'all. I can't send no money.
Period.
If you
I'm
on
sorry.
live, if you on live and you need help, and I see your struggle or something like that, and I see you actually talking to something that interests me, and you actually giving me a chance to say something to you or talk to you, then yeah, I'll help you out. But if you just begging me for money, like give me some money, I'm not finna help you with a dime. Like I barely can help myself. Why am I gonna help you? Think about it.
The fact that she's fully capable of working, like she's like, I wish I could be back home in Samoa weaving baskets and doing this and doing that. Like, what's stopping you from doing that here?
To be honest, I've only seen like a clip because I was watching it just before we came on, so I haven't seen the whole thing. I've seen the thing up to the dinner where the sister's going off, and I didn't like that. What's wrong with you?
It couldn't fight with me. I'm telling you, Kalani held it down because had that been me, baby.
Hey, I'm gonna drop one of y'all. I got Penny waiting in the back, and she was coming up a whole bunch. So anyone of y'all want
drop me? Drop me.
All right, D Brooke, I'll bring
while
you back
Penny
up.
comes on, like I'm the same, Gio, with the cousins that I see that are doing things and the aunts and the uncles that are doing things. I will help if I've got it, but I can't give you what we ain't got. Do you know what I mean? It's just not possible. And on Mama O brought it up in the back, but it was on my mind about Pedro and Chantal. So as far as I understand it, in parts of the Dominican culture, in parts of the Samoan culture, from little bits of the research that I've been able to do, because I find this all interesting, so I start researching, is that it's more so the males that are expected to give. The women are expected to look after the home and all those kind of things. So it's really supposed to be Asuelu, his brothers, that are contributing towards the mum and everybody else. Same like you saw with Pedro when he was looking after the mum and the sister. But I understand why Pedro did it, but I don't agree with the amount considering the circumstances. But I understand the brainwashing. It's you're the man of the house. Your father's not here. You are now the responsibility. You have to take up this mantle.
Yeah, it's sad. It's sad. I feel like if I'm the only one, if y'all could correct me or not disagree or agree with me. Did y'all kind of feel bad for Asuelu when his parents did him like that, when his mama did him like that?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Even though he is the total loser, absolutely. I felt terrible because it's like he really just wants y'all as a family and y'all don't want nothing from him but money. And like he was crying. Like he was really upset. Like he was like, I really see what Kalani was talking about now. Like, they only want me for money. They never really cared about me. Once I left Samoa, they didn't care what I did. They just wanted money.
You have to remember, say that the perception there is money equals love. So if they're not seeing the money, they automatically think that you don't love them. So
that's sad because money is not the way to love somebody. You got to put in the time and the effort. It's just like raising a kid. You know what I'm saying? Like you don't have to get a kid money. Any father or mother can get a kid money all day, but that don't necessarily mean that you're in that child's life teaching that child anything. So all that child gonna know is just money. You see what I'm saying? And you ain't gonna know how to really love anybody. So I'm gonna drop y'all. I'm gonna bring y'all right back up. You know what I'm saying? Y'all think about what y'all want to say. It look like y'all ran out.
No, I'm good. I've been ready to say this for a while.
Oh no, go ahead, Brooklyn. Say what you got to say, my brother. Let me.
You remember when Angela was on? Not you licking the lips part or whatever. I'm just messing with you. You remember when Angela was on and she was like, she told Sherelle, a lot of us, the cast members, watch these shows so we could learn. And hopefully Asuelu can actually hear this. And it needs to come from him, not from Kalani. Send $1,000. But $100 a month for 10 months.
That part. Yeah, you're right about that, D. Brooklyn. Send him
$100,000. If it's for church, you can put your $10 to the church.
The mama was saying that the sister, the sign language sister, she was they was like, "Did you?" And she said, I said, what? Like, and then the sister just translated that super fast. It's not enough. It's not enough. It's too little.
It almost looked like a setup. Like they knew they were.
If somebody gave you, if your brother was to give you $100, how long can you make that $100 last? Be honest. Let's be honest.
Maybe a week and a half, stretching it, like not doing nothing.
Not doing nothing with it. I spend that money so small. I'll go out and buy me one of them Impossible breakfast sandwiches at work at Starbucks. You know what I'm saying? I get one of those every other month. I mean, every other day. Just to give me something to get me on by. You know what I'm saying? But D Brooklyn, I'm gonna drop you, my brother. I'm gonna bring somebody else up here too.
You good? You good?
What you thinking? Blavin, while you over there looking at your hair, looking at your phone, I don't know what
I'm sorry.
You all off.
No, I was just reading something. Sorry. Asuelu's not my favorite. Like I said, like I've dated a foreigner before, but I've never dated somebody who came to the country for me and left their life. So maybe that's different. I'm just because with Chantel and Petro, I could never understand why they had so many issues about money. Like, why can't you, if he's taking some of his money and giving it to his family, just say have a set amount every month and call it a day. Like, I never understood why her family would get involved and his family would get involved too, because her family made it seem like he was spending her money, and then his mother and sister is cursing her out when they go to, Dominican Republic. I never really got, it's hard for me as an American to get you giving money to somebody and somebody not at least saying, thank you.
Thank you.
No, you're going to give me the money and you're going to give me the set amount I want to get.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's true though. People aren't considerate. That's what I was just saying the other day. The kindest thing, kindest gesture you can tell somebody, even if it's $10, they give you $5. Thank you. Because I done had people try to give me money. Hey, I'll be like, I grew up like don't accept everything. I just say, no, I'm good. God bless you. I don't need that. Keep it to yourself. Go bless somebody else with that. That ain't my blessing today. I figure I get a blessing back coming to me anyway by just doing that, by them keeping their money in their pocket. And I'll tell them thank you though. Even if I don't accept it.
I also have a question about Angela really quickly.
Oh my goodness.
I don't understand why she's getting so upset of Michael having a child with another woman when he's going to have to do that anyway. I don't understand why they can't come to a compromise. A woman in Nigeria be their surrogate and stay there for the 9 months, and then if he can ever come here, bring him and the child. Like, I don't understand why that's such an issue.
Well, maybe this is a messed up situation for Michael. Maybe he need to do what Asuelu mama's asking for $1,000. He better pay her $5,000 to have another wife and another baby.
No, I'm not saying that. I'm saying I would never give up the opportunity of having a child if I really wanted a child with another person. And I just don't understand, because that's a lot of money. Where are they going to get the money to do that operation? That costs like $100,000.
Yeah, that's expensive. Blavi, I'm so happy that I had an opportunity to be on at the same time as you, because you're one of the only people who seems to share my opinion about Angela. And I don't want to veer too far off topic, but I was so excited when you brought her up, because I really don't think that there's this, and not just her, but with the Lisas and everything, I don't think that there's a genuine love, because if you are going to be with someone of a different culture, you embrace all the parts of them and you show respect to that culture. Everything doesn't have to be one-sided, and everything doesn't have to be Nigerian. And sure, Michael needs to accept the fact that he's marrying an American woman and he needs to adapt some American cultures as well. But it's just this disrespect that irritates me, and I really don't think it's a genuine love. I think they fetishize Black penis, but really don't love Black men.
Well, that's a whole nother topic. I just think with Angela,
you know what they say: once you go black, you never go back.
But the thing
I don't know
thought
about all of that
was
either.
weird was Tanya and Sinjin. Like, they almost seeming like they don't know each other, and now after they're married, they want to not be together. Like, I'm not understanding, because Sinjin, she told you before you married, you're not the love of my life. I'm just settling.
I would have left her right then and there.
I was just gonna say that reminds me of Married at First Sight. Exact same thing. It's crazy because I kind of agree with everything that's said about Angela. I think they both need to compromise, especially if she's the one visiting his country. I don't really think she has the authority or place to be like, this is gonna be the way that it goes for this wedding. There needs to be some sort of compromise because she's gonna look terrible with his family. They're gonna think all types of things about her. And especially the fact that she can't have kids, that'll be like a strike against her. So she needs to take that into consideration if she wants something lasting with him. But yeah, like you said, there is a liking for certain things in a person's body. That should not be the case. Like, if you love someone, you should really love them for who they are, not really for what they bring physically.
But let me ask you something. If you were given that choice, if it was having children or being with an older woman, would you feel upset that somebody's saying that I should be before your need to procreate? Like, I just thought that was crazy, her saying that to him.
I agree. I think that's crazy. I think he should have found someone that could give him both. I understand that he loves her, but at the same time, there are physical considerations to take into account. You can't just be like, oh, I love this person, whatever, and then be like 5 years along the line, be like, oh, I regret I don't have a kid. Although I think, right, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No, you finish.
No, I was just going to say, I'm like, why isn't there a conversation about adoption? Is that such a bad thing in Nigerian culture? Or, like, I get the need to procreate, but at the same time, if he says that he loves her, I feel like that could be something that's suggested. But I guess if he's not really feeling that, then, I think it's time for him to look elsewhere.
Well, I think in Nigerian culture, I think in Nigerian culture, it is very important to have your own child from your own loins. But I just wanted to point out the contradiction with Angela, because in one breath, she's telling him, well, you deserve to be happy. And he's telling her that, well, it's always been my dream that I want to be a father and I want to have children of my own. And she's flipping it and saying, well, if you really love me, your love for me shouldn't be on the condition of whether or not I can provide you with a child. So which is it? Do you really care about this man being happy? In which case, you're going to have to go along with this Nigerian law possibly and allow him to take on a second wife, or maybe even a concubine that can provide him a biological child. Or, do you just want him to just be miserable with your almost 60-year-old behind?
I agree.
Thinking because her grandchildren are biracial, her grandchildren should be good enough. Like, she's not saying it, but the way she keeps saying, you're going to be a stay-at-home dad, you're going to be taking care. 6 kids is a lot.
She's going to lock them up.
And they just run wild when we see on the show. And it's like, I mean, has Angela had those conversations? They haven't even had a conversation about raising children. Is he the same? Do you do beatings? Do you do time out? How much authority does he have? If the child's father comes, do you allow him to go with the child? Is there tension there? With her other daughter, she's going to be on parole. How is that going to work with Michael and his visa process? There's just so much with that storyline.
We're gonna talk about that probably this coming up week. But I'm about to wrap this up, y'all. There in the last minutes, last words y'all want to say? I'm so sorry.
I just wanted to take it back really quick to what you were saying before about even families here in America expecting people to give money, because, my grandparents are from the South as well. They're from Georgia. And they moved up here, to the New York, New Jersey area when they were in their 20s. And I've it was a lot of it that I didn't realize until I became older. But yeah, my grandparents were basically sending money down there, down to the South. And my grandparents weren't rich by any means. And I'm finding out that they're paying taxes on people's houses and to keep people from getting evicted and foreclosed and all types of stuff. So it's what you were saying before about people using culture as an excuse. It's just laziness and greed.
Yep. Yep. That's what it is. That's what it is.
I just want to say bye. I want to say welcome to everybody from New York and around the world.
Thank you.
Thank y'all.
Thank you. Thank you.
Coming in with Ablavi when she come on the show.
Yeah.
Bye.
My last thought is I feel like my culture per se, like Dominican culture, it's so misrepresented because I come from a family that does not expect money, at least on like one part of the family. I have a very old uncle that lives in the DR still. He's like in his 90s.
Wow.
You could give him like a $10 bill or $20 bill US. He's happy with that. He'll even be gracious enough to give his like little chicken eggs to us and be like, here, make something good with that. And it's like, he comes from a humble household, but they appreciate all of that. And I've met other people who are like Pedro. They do not accept the little that you give them. They want much more than what you can actually give them. And it's sad because it's like, does your love really depend on money, or does it depend on actually developing a relationship and having an exchange, Mm-hmm. But that's it. That's all I have to say. Thank you and have a good night.
Peace, my brother JJ. Have a good one.
You too,
Peace,
JJ. See you,
right,
Aries.
Lovely. Aries, I'm going to bring in some more calls and let them say their last word, y'all.
No problem.
Can actually give them. And it's sad because it's like,
okay.
Does your love really depend on
so what's up, Yolanda? Love, Aries, you going to drop down? I'm going to bring somebody else up here to say their final words. If you said your final words already. I mean, not you, Yolanda. I'm sorry. Love, Aries, I'm tripping.
Everybody have a good evening.
Yep, you do the same. Peace and love. Peace and love.
I can't see, but anyway.
We can see you.
All righty. I just have one opinion in reference to sending money to your elders. I remember I'm in my 60s right now, but when I graduated from college and moved to the United States from Puerto Rico, I remember having this conversation with my parents that they expected me, once I got a job, to support them. And it was a pretty bad conversation, just like Asuelu had. So I understand where he's coming from. It's difficult, but sometimes you just have to put your foot down. You just can't, especially if you barely can support yourself. That's all I have to say.
It's good that you came up to the channel and spoke your opinion, because you brand new. I ain't ever seen you before. So
I'm always on the chat.
Oh, okay. Well, call in some more. You know what I'm saying? Try to get up in because it get filled up and only 12 people or 10 people can sit the backstage. But if that's your final words you would like to say?
Yeah, I guess that's it. I love your channel, definitely.
Well, I love you too. And I don't even know you, but love all the way.
Thank you so much.
Come and support me.
Thank you.
Peace and love.
Thanks. Okay, bye-bye.
All right, bye. Mama Mo, what it do?
I didn't have much more to say. I just feel like couples should just have that conversation from the beginning. It just needs to be known what your family may expect if we get married, or what will come along with in their baggage of stuff. It just needs to be a conversation.
That's true.
It's just out of control.
I totally agree with that. It needs to be a mutual ground and a mutual understanding.
Because I'm like you, Gio. I ain't sending no money.
Yeah, I got to take care of myself. I got to get, you know what I'm saying? That's money. I got to spend $30, $40 to get my hair braided, but that's some bread. You know what I'm saying? To me, that's I can go spend that on the grocery store and give me some food, some bread and stuff. But peace and love, Mama Mo. I'm gonna see you in a minute. Thank you for coming.
All right, no problem. All right.
Who is this down here? Okay, we got the two drillers up here right now.
I just want to say, Lady Aries Star, yes, I'm loving, yes. You know how I feel about that woman. I'm sorry. We're gonna have to go there, Gio, at some point.
No.
She needs to be.
It's me and Gio against you in the lobby. Okay, stop playing.
Is it? I thought we was all on the
I ain't against nobody. I'm with y'all. You know what I'm saying? I'm with all y'all, even when you don't agree. You hear me?
Oh gosh, Carla, go in.
But what's y'all final words? What's y'all final words this
Man,
week?
you know, I'm with Mama Mo. Like, if y'all gonna be expecting money about these people, y'all better start setting dowries and stuff. If that's the case, like, don't just be surprising and springing unnecessary and unexpected bills on people, because $1,000 is a lot to ask for. You feel me? Yeah. Be grateful. Don't be ingrates, because they ingrates at this point. They are really, really ungrateful. They got $200 worth of groceries plus $100. Like, come on. That's $300. I'm already down the hole. I could have used that for some milk, diapers, wipes, all that. I'm already down. You feel me? So, I don't know. And, you know, she probably should have did a little bit more research into what she was getting into, too. So, you know, it go both ways. You know how I do.
That's true, though, Carla. That's your last words. You going to wrap it up with that?
Yep. I'm about to go see Adam for a minute.
I might pop up over there, but peace and love.
Molly's on there. Molly's on there.
I got school. I can't even pop up over there. I got school after this. I got to go to my EMT stuff. I got to log into class.
Yeah, he's interviewing Molly right now, so I'm about to go up on there and see what they talk about.
Okay. All right, for sure. Tell him I said what's up.
I sure will. See y'all later. Peace, love, and chicken grease.
Already.
Just back
what's up, Queen Cascade? This your first time ever ending the show with me. How you gonna do it?
Is it? Okay. You go to the house. Just to back up what Carla said, you know, if you can't do it, you don't do it. People have got to understand. Well, like I said, I understand from both perspectives how the brainwashing happens, what the church does. Do you know what I mean? It's really complex how some of these people are brought up. I had to explain to one of my cousins one day and sit her down and show her how my business works, what I earn, what I used to pay people, and show her what I had left, and then how much bills and stuff that, you know, it costs here in England. It's not cheap. People think the same thing as you guys in America, that it's just here for the taking. And the other thing I had to explain to my cousin was, when we came out there, how long we had to save to be able to bring what we did bring back and what we're going without in order for them to have. So now she's understanding. So I have tolerance for those that are willing to learn, but there's other people that are ignorant and are not going to learn. And really and truly, like you said, it's about having those conversations. If you guys can't do it and you can't afford to do it, don't bankrupt yourself. It's not worth it at the end of the day. I'm done.
True. Peace, Queen Cascade. I love your input. You always optimist about what you talk about.
Goes out to Oli and Gio. You know I love you a long time. All right, people.
Love over here too. You know I love you as well.
All right.
Peace.
Peace, people.
All right, y'all. That was it. That's it. I wrapped it up. You know what I'm saying? We talked about the Asuelu family, you know, and I just wanted to hear what y'all had to say about it. If y'all got any opinions what I should talk about on my next video, put it down in the comment below. Make sure y'all like and subscribe to the channel. Make sure y'all hit that notification bell so y'all can be notified when I go live. Make sure you go on my IG. Follow me on IG if you ain't already. It's GO_said_it. And there you can find me on there. Sometimes I go live. You get exclusives from me on there. You know what I'm saying? I'll pop up in there. But if that's all y'all got to say, then I'm up out of here. Peace and love. And God bless everybody. Y'all have a lovely